Hey guys! So I wanted to start the vlog today by apologising for not having very many videos out recently. And secondly, today I am participating in a Top 10 Tuesday, and the subject for today is books that deal with tough subjects. So these books don't come in any particular order, but the first one I'm going to show you is Black Heart Blue by Louisa Reed. I love this book. I can't really describe how much I love it. And it's basically about a girl who has a disease and she's a bit disfigured. And it's really powerful and really amazing, and I read it in a day. And I don't read books in a day, so that shows you how amazing this book is, and I really think that you should be reading it. The second book that I've got to show you is Speechless by Hannah Harrington. This book as well is one that I just read really quickly, and it actually left me speechless when I finished it. And I know that's a really corny thing to say, but it is just so powerful and amazing that you can't find the words to describe how amazing it is. It's basically about bullying, and there's a lot of homosexuality coming into it. There's issues with that, and just high school and how to deal with everything that's going on. And yeah, it's really powerful and amazing, and you should read it. Okay, so the third book I've got for you today is Ferryman by Claire McFall, and this is again a really good book. It's basically about a girl who dies and then has to deal with the afterlife, and I just found it really emotional and incredible to read, and I just really enjoyed it, and I know that other people have as well. Okay, so the fourth book I have for you is Noughts and Crosses, but I've lost the book, so you get the second one, which is Knife Edge. I love Noughts and Crosses. It's one of the first books I read when I was younger, and it deals with race issues as well as lots of other things that come into it, social standing, you know, and it's a dystopian, so it's all about how the world is at the time. And it's an amazing, like all four books are amazing in it, and you should definitely get to reading it if you haven't read it already. And the fifth book I have for you today is Saving June by Hannah Harrington, the same author as Speechless, which goes to show how much I love Hannah Harrington. And this one's about suicide, and dealing with the grief and everything else that comes after it, and having to worry about, you know, how to move on with your life. It's really emotional, and it draws you in and it doesn't let you go, and it's really entertaining and amazing and really powerful, and definitely one that I think everyone should be reading. Okay, and the sixth book I have for you is Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and this is just a brilliant, amazing, wonderful, just absolutely stunning read. And basically it's about a boy who's disfigured, and his first time going into school. And it's really powerful and really cute, and it gives you warm feelings all the way. And I haven't reviewed it yet because I don't want to not do it justice. I want it to be an amazing review that just makes everyone want to pick up this book, because they should be picking up this book. Okay, the seventh book that I've got for you today is Forgiving Trinity by Liz Reinhardt. This book deals with drugs and is really interesting to read, and I found it really compelling. And it's not about like having drugs, but dealing with the side effects of being addicted and having an accident and all that kind of stuff. And I found it really interesting to read, and was really nice. And it was also a bit to do about depression as well, and it really drawed in everything together and really made it quite entertaining and interesting and informative and powerful. So you should definitely give this one a read. Okay, and the eighth book I have for you today is Emerald City by Alicia K. Leppert. This book is really powerful. It's about a girl who has depression, and is basically her journey on how to survive and how to get past it. She has a turn where she tries to commit suicide, and then realises that she wants to live her life, and not throw it away. And so it's all about dealing with how to get over depression and how to continue living. And I think it's really good, and I read it really quickly. I think it's a really good depiction of depression and getting out of it and all that kind of stuff, so hopefully you will read it. Okay, and the ninth book I've got for you to tell you about is Waiting to Forget by Sheila Kelly Welch. And this book's a really interesting read because it's from the eyes of a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old, but it's not aimed for 4 or 5-year-olds. It's aimed for older people. It's basically about his life and all the challenges that he's had to deal with, which are quite a few, and it's quite interesting to read and hear it from his voice. And I just really found it really compelling and really interesting, and I really think that you should read it if you haven't already. Okay, and the 10th book I don't actually have. I borrowed it from the library and I haven't yet got my own copy, which is sacrilegious because I loved it so much. But basically it is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and I know that this is a favourite to many, many people. And basically I just loved it. I devoured it and it moved me in ways I haven't been moved in a while, and I knew what was going to happen, but at the beginning I knew where it was going, and yet it still managed to break me in half. And I found it just really, really powerful and amazing, and I love John Green, as everyone else does, so hopefully if you haven't read it yet, you really, really should. Those are my top 10 books that deal with tough subjects, and hopefully one of those you will like or pick up and enjoy. It was great talking to you again, and I will see you again soon. Bye.